There's Dr. Black.
Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello.
Hey, everybody. Good day, you mom. Where's Sam at? Did you fire him?
Yep, he's fired.
It's about damn time. Well, he's on TikTok now as Sam, and he sent me a little clip of a video, and it's me eating a banana.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
But now it's on
Two,
TikTok.
Caleb, Trash Cat, yeah, Grasshopper, Mark, Kai, and I think I saw Andrew up there a little ways up above, and Dr. Black, hello. And anybody that I missed, anybody that's lurking, hello.
Sam's at the dog park. That's why he got that dog trying to pick up tricks over there. Whatever it takes. Right, Trash Cat?
Travis, hello. Coro, hello.
Hey, Coro. Thank you for the thing you sent me, Coro. The little ad thing. It's a parrot carrying case, shoulder case. But I ain't got $200 for it.
So I hope everybody's doing good. It's hot here. I gotta turn my fan back on. But I think I have the noise canceling thing on, so that should go. It's in the 80s right now. Well, it's 70 degrees right now, but my house is hot. The 80s earlier.
Yeah, I can barely hear it.
The upper 80s. And I don't do well with that kind of weather.
I mean, they're definitely out of my. Yeah, mine too. But I have got to take Pretty Boy in because I read up about when, I look at pictures always work for me. And supposedly when they put their foot flat, their toe, tip of their toe should be able to be on the rest on the ground, and his don't. So he needs a trim. Maybe his beak too, but so I'm going to just get him to get in his travel cage that I brought him here in. Take his butt over there, make an appointment. I tried to get him to let me trim him, but of course he won't.
Okay, so I am working on a butt drawing. I don't know if anybody's even going to be able to tell what kind of butt it is yet. Hi, DJ.
It's
so I'm going to show you guys, and you can do a guesses. There's actually 3 butts in this picture, and the top one is just about done, not quite, and yeah. So I still got ways to go on, but it's a butt picture, and let's see if you can guess what it is.
It's a mother camel with 2 babies.
No.
Worm said, "Hold it up again."
I'll hold it up one more time.
Pay attention, Worm. Look at her.
Hi, Worm.
She really looked. Oh, I see. It's a donkey with 2 donkeyettes.
And how many times have you seen an orange donkey?
I thought that was the bridle.
See, Grasshopper got it, but he doesn't know what kind. But yes, it's a fish butt. There's actually going to be 3 fish butts in the drawing.
Awesome.
Allergies are horrible. I started. My eyes were so bad the other night. Tonight they're actually quite a bit better tonight. But I started, instead of like waiting for them to get bad and then taking some Benadryl, I started this morning when I got up, and I've been taking it like every 5 hours or so.
Don't
So
overdose
it's like
on that shit.
proactive instead of reactive, and actually they are a lot better tonight.
You know it?
What?
Don't overdose on that stuff.
Oh, I won't.
Have to use it in caution with infants and seniors.
I'm not an infant. I don't know. I don't even know how often you're supposed to take it. I've just been taking it like every 5 hours. I take 2. That's helping eyes quite a bit. Because I don't know if you noticed it a couple nights ago. Itchy, watery eyes. Oh my God, itchy, watery eyes were so bad a couple nights ago that I could hardly even see the screen to see what people were saying.
Well, I'll be sure and point out if you have an open coffin, I'll be sure and say, well, her eyes look good. They're not puffy, but
there you go.
Benadryl killed her. But
okay. There's 1 to 2 tablets every 4 to 5 hours. So I'm definitely not overdosing because I'm doing like 2 tablets every 5 hours. So I'm doing okay. Blacky.
How are we?
Bob is looking forward to me doing a drug overdose. He's trying to get me to do a drug overdose.
Not necessarily.
You want to see a butt, Blacky?
Sure do.
I don't know if you'll be able to tell what kind of butt it is, but because I'm still working on them. But
yeah, fish of some sort.
Huh?
It's hard to tell. A fish of some sort, but it's hard to
yeah,
tell.
it's gonna be 3 pearl scale butts.
Pearl scale butts. Sounds spectacular.
Spectacular butts.
G'day, Coro, Cat, Karagos, Trav. Who else we got in here? Trash Cat, Caleb, Huawei, and anyone else who's hanging out in the background, and the replay team 6. If you're watching this stream on the replay, don't forget to hit the like, share it out, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
What a good burlesque name that would be. Pearl scale butt.
Is scale butt hyphenated? Hyphenated last name. It's always fancier.
She's gone on to my OnlyFans.
Hang on, I'm getting a link to the channel for somebody that asked. So
G'day, Bunny.
Getting it.
Cat's getting over heat stroke. She lolled, so maybe just not enjoying the heat very much.
It is hot.
Hotter than a blistered, you know what? Hey, Craig.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, the heat in the northern hemisphere, isn't it?
Yeah,
bashing.
Record temperatures all over all week.
It's wild because we had such a mild summer. You guys are cooking.
Yeah.
What's been going on in the last 2 days?
Bunny, hello. Hi, Craig.
I can forewarn you that we won't see Scungy today. She started a new job yesterday, so she's back there again today, still learning the ropes and whatnot.
Well, I'm out of here. Well, that's good. I'm glad she got back there. Good deal.
Yeah, I think it's very good for her. She's been offered a pretty decent deal to work there, but the negative is that she can't really pick and choose her time to go to work. There's definite times she's required to be there. I always echo on someone's mic.
It's probably me. Everything's always my fault. You know that. We go to settings. Check my sound. Audio.
I want to know what the hell you're doing on what kind of stream.
I'll turn it down a little bit more. Is that any better?
Maybe. Is it? Possibly. Yeah, I can't hear any echoing back. What did you say, Bob, about stream?
I just can't imagine what kind of stream she's on that she changes all those settings when she's not on here.
Well, I changed my sound settings because I'm old and I want to be able to hear the videos that I play while I'm working, so I turn the sound up.
Huh?
The sound is up on my screen. People get a little bit of an echo, so I've got to turn it down again.
We'll allow it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I usually try to remember to turn it down before I start the stream, but I don't always remember. But some of the videos, it's like, because it's mostly like, a lot of what I watch is like podcast type stuff, so I can work. So I work on drawing while I'm listening, but some of them, the sound isn't that high on them, so I gotta have that high so I can hear. Plus, I got a fan beside me too.
That's annoying with podcasts. Some of them you need to turn it up full blast just to hear it, and then you go to the next one and it blows your speakers out.
Yep, I heard somebody say one time, and I kind of agree with it. If you're doing a video, if you're putting out a video, the video photo quality is not as important as the audio, because people will still watch it even if the video is a little bit blurry or something. But if your audio isn't good, people aren't going to watch it.
It does tend to turn me off quite quickly if it sounds terrible.
Yeah. If I can't hear it even with the volume all the way up and stuff, I won't bother. Like, I'll turn it off and go watch something else, go listen to something else. So what do you got going on tonight, Blacky?
Nothing so far. I imagine I will have to go and sort some lunches out soon, but I decided to come on here before I got hauled away to do lunches. But that shouldn't take too much time out of my day. I don't believe I need to go downtown or anything because I've got dinner already made for tonight.
Nice.
So yeah, very little otherwise.
Yeah, I'm just like melting.
Melting's a fairly valid pastime.
Yeah.
Pam, do you use that little cooler thing you got last summer?
I do, but I'm not right now because I'm almost out of water, and it takes water. So I love it though, but right now I can't use it until I get some more water.
Is it not one that recycles its own water?
Yeah, but it evaporates a lot of it. So
Yeah, right. G'day, George. George Balls.
Dog, what are you doing?
What? What am I doing?
No, what's the dog doing? She's getting in his little bag of cats, I think.
She said Bob.
Because she knows that I'm busy. Because I've got dogs too. But yeah, I'm just helping. Aquaball, George, hello. Big dog.
Hey, Mark and George. And Bunny. Oh, Pam, let me send you this picture that I got them to send me from Utah just a little bit ago.
Oh yeah.
And there's no way I can look at it and draw it, so I'm gonna have to draw it when I guess I'm not on here, or finish it when I'm not on here. Hold on, I'll be back. I'll be back.
Sonny says, Bob, your hair looks nice this evening. Bob's hair is always on point, can I say?
I thought it looked awful because I fell asleep and had pillows on top of it, and it was sticking straight up. But I tried to comb it. Thank you. It's probably because I combed it recently. Brushed it, as it were.
G'day, Mike. How's it going?
I was telling Pam before we went live that I've started following this new reptile channel, and they're right outside of Salt Lake City, and it's a young couple, and they've been into reptiles a while, and they've started a business called Luxor Reptiles. And in fact, I did order this. I did order the female ball python, a huge one from them yesterday. It's not shipped yet, but she was just going around the windows. I think most of their building is on the second floor. They make the cages too. They've got a huge machine, you know, that prints them out and all that. So
nice.
they do breed some snakes. But let me send this to Pam. But anyway, she was going around. I'm like, wait, go back, blow that mountain up. I want to try to draw that. So.
G'day, Vanoxky. G'day, Chew.
Where the hell is our thing at? Here we go.
Well, tell me when you've got it sent so I can go over there.
I will. All right. That's sent. It's not the parking lot. It's just the mountain. Of course. We shall see if I can do anything with it. Oh, I sent it to the group one. I've got to break some tanks down. I've got 5 tanks, and they're all larger tanks that are running heaters and hang-on backs and lights and all that crap with nothing in them. Some plants in some of them. Get them reptile ready.
G'day, Dan. Are all your reptile enclosures bioactive?
They're not, mine are not, no, but I'm headed that way slowly. The ones I have are real successful with it, so there's nothing like not having to scoop snake poop.
Yeah. Keeps the fragrances down a bit too.
Quite a bit. Oh, I joined that new thing, Threads, also tonight, guys. And guess who I saw on there? Dan Slee.
I haven't seen Dan for yonks.
Awesome.
He had some
I talked
gorgeous.
to him the other day. I sent him a message and talked to him for a little bit. He said
That's
he's just been really super busy, super busy.
Well, that's where he's posting it. All this gorgeous flowers and plants.
That's why I haven't been seeing him on Facebook.
Had some beautiful bromeliads. It just is Dan Slee's name on there.
Another one that we used to see heaps is Sean Ooted. Haven't seen him for a long time.
New local Austin. No, I don't, because I don't really fool with my plants enough anymore to do that, to convert. I should, but I don't. And also, most of my reptile enclosures are not that humid. I've got a frog one, so I really don't have a big need for it, but that's a good idea. Did you get that picture, Pam?
I'm gonna look right now. I was working on my drawing, so.
Oh my God. I thought you were rushing me for it a while ago. I bit my tongue trying to hurry and drink coffee.
I keep a bunch of Rotala rotundiflora in buckets because once it comes up over the top, it grows into quite a pretty little terrestrial plant with a nice pink flower. It's very cool.
What's it growing out of?
Just bucket.
But I just water?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I just keep topping the water up, and I've got a salvinia on the surface to stop mosquitoes breeding in it. But, you know, I've got a bunch of other buckets around that breed plenty of mosquitoes.
So that must be Salt Lake City, huh?
Well, that's the town right down from there. She says Salt Lake City, and then she says Goodson or whatever, just like 10 miles away. But that mountain is beautiful. You can't really see it, not blown up, but it's way, way, way far away. And that's blown up. She blew it up.
Yeah.
Out the window.
So that's what you said you're drawing, or painting, I should say.
Yeah. I asked her, I saw it, and I thought, oh gosh, I could try that. Because I'm having trouble with my mountains being too steeped. They're too peaked.
Fair enough.
And that one was a nice flat one. And it was so cool to say, I want to try to paint that, and then like 5 minutes later say, well, I got to go over and co-host an art stream. You know.
So what? Why are you sick, Daniel?
What?
He said car sick, I thought.
Mosquitoes.
Mal de mer.
Yeah,
dang mosquitoes. Yeah, sure, trash cat, but I could do with a few more at the moment. My wild caught gudgeons don't like flake or pellets.
The mosquito spray truck went by a little bit ago.
What's that?
The mosquito spraying truck went by here a little bit ago. Which is why I don't bother trying to keep any fish out in ponds over the summertime, because they spray for mosquitoes. And it's like a truck that has sprayers going out in great big arcs, spray, and they like totally cover my yard. So yeah.
Gross.
Yep.
I hope the cat wasn't outside.
And they sent me a thing saying that they would appreciate everybody here like chipping in to help pay for it. And it's like, I ain't gonna pay for it. I don't even want them to do it, you know. I don't want them spraying for mosquitoes by basically covering my house.
I'm surprised that you would have a mosquito problem there, as arid as it is.
Oh, there's lots of water around though.
Really?
There's a
Oh,
field right next door to us that's got drainage ditches running through it and stuff. So yeah, we've got water.
I see. Daniel says his car is sick. He's not car sick.
Ah.
Alternator probably
Yep,
cost you
always
less than the
something
tires.
parts. Yep,
Mm.
yep.
I need a new windscreen on mine. It's got a massive crack that keeps spreading across it. Only just passed for being roadworthy because the crack's just out of your main line of sight through the windscreen.
I had to think a second what that was.
The windscreen?
Yeah. Windshield here.
I can't keep you wrapped in cotton wool all the time with our differences in words. We've got to try and,
Right.
cross-ocean educate on our differences.
The rodents seem to do all right. My rodents are doing all right. I think I waited too long to try and separate the boys and girls too. So those F2s may be going back to the store. I don't want any more than a dozen. And I'll be able to find the moms for sure if they do have babies. You know, they can pull their little scrotums up and hold their testicles in there for a long time. They get excited, they're scared. So you kind of have to find them when they're passionate or relaxed or sleeping.
G'day, TJ.
Then I fall down. I'm not inspired to paint anything, so I'm probably not. I'm not going to do it.
Arvo, Huawei's picking up on it.
What?
BJ, how's it going?
Where's this LC? Where's that at?
Been watching the F1, BJ? I know you're one of my F1 kindred spirits. Not many of us in this place. Pardon me.
Pam gone off to sleep.
It's just very focused. Oh, nice, Dan. I'll assign that to my memory, so whenever I want to talk F1 and you're around, I can talk F1.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Gina.
G'day, Gina. Yeah, no one's coming close to Max. But, you know, all the excitement's happening below Max, so that's good stuff. Danny Rick back in the fray too. Good to see. We've been waiting all day for you, Gina. Now we can kick off. Actually, excuse me. I ducked into the supermarket yesterday, and you know, there was this guy and his missus and a friend of theirs, I assume, were having a chat right where I needed to get to stuff, and the dude was leaning back on the racking right exactly where I needed to reach. So I've just snuck up beside him and reached in behind him, and I said, I'm not going for a cuddle, but I do need what's right behind you there. And he goes, oh man, I've been waiting here all day for you to come and give me a hug. Right. I put my block of chocolate in the trolley, and then put my arms out, and we had a, you know, passionate embrace in the chocolate aisle of the supermarket. Complete stranger, no idea who he was. When I was leaving, he was leaving, driving out the car park as I was walking back to my car from the trolley return, and he's driving past and leans out his window and says, "Do you want another hug?" But we just high-fived him. It was a beautiful moment.
Who was that, Blacky?
Some random dude in the supermarket. I mean, I often do see lots of people that I know in that supermarket because we're only a small town. But to just, you know, be strange and weird enough to openly embrace another man in the supermarket, I felt very comfortable. Oh, nice, Dan. Yeah, I've never actually been to one because they're always in Melbourne.
How old is your new friend you'll be getting?
What?
TJ says, how old is your new friend you'll be getting? Are you getting a new friend?
The only thing that I mentioned was that snake that I ordered from the...
Yeah, I think that's what she's referring to.
I believe they said she's 6, and she has 9 and 11 and 10 eggs each time, and they've got what they want out of her, the genes they want. You know, they've got it started in their breeding, so she's just a...
Oh, that's funny.
Lol, Gina, and lol, Huawei.
Gina, you used that line before, it sounds like. Oh, the snake is a pastel. And I have a butter pastel that I'm trying to breed the male I have with right now. So far, no little ovulations in there. I just checked her last night again. But this fertile myrtle, I'd say, will kick off pretty quick. How many can I put you down for, Blacky?
Of your pastel ball pythons?
Mm-hmm.
None, because they're illegal here, and I'd never break the law.
All right.
They're illegal there?
Yeah. I know people with them, but yeah, they're illegal.
You get 4 pregnant mice with each. It seems like I looked in this book before for inspiration and found none. An area bit. No. It's a great book, but
Daniel Velez, I'd like to ask Dan a question about going to the Monte Carlo Grand Prix. Were you in the grandstands and stuff, or were you in one of those fancy apartments? I've often wondered about how they squeeze so many people around that track, because it's so tight and precarious through those streets, where they fit so many people in. Where did you sit? Where did you watch from? Bunny says, Bob, any plans to breed piebalds?
yeah, I've got that little male, and he stays with the little blue-eyed Lucy, the female, but they're way too young. They're a year, maybe year and a half away. Yeah, I got him to breed him. I wish I had waited and got larger snakes, though, because now I'm just waiting for them to mature. But they sure are friendly. They get handled all the time. So yes, it was a long-ass answer. I could have just said yes.
Yes, I heard that straight away as well, Gina. Did you see the female DNR caught in Florida? She had 60 eggs in her. I don't remember how big she was, but much bigger than they ever expected. That's a DNR.
It was really a big snake.
What's a DNR? I can't remember. Reticulated or... Oh, do not resuscitate. I got it.
Right. Yeah, because I saw a story on a big Burmese the other day that had a shit ton of eggs in it, but maybe it was a reticulated.
It's carrying a large opera bag, huh? Clutch.
Department of Natural Resources, right.
I was trying to make DNR be the snake. So it was a
Me too.
female officer. I walked right into that. What did they kill that snake? Whole thing.
Yeah, was it a Burmese or a reticulated, TJ? I can't remember. I thought it was Burmese. Here comes the rain again.
I just saw this list. I don't know who made it, but she was one of the top 10 female vocalists. What's her name? Here Comes the Rain Again.
Annie Lennox.
Yeah, I was like, oh, hell no. They had her on there with people that really had great voices. She was number 10, but I was like, no.
She sold records, but she's still not exactly a fantastic singer.
No.
Pretty limited range. Yeah, it was a Burmese, says TJ. So I
Did not remember.
Crikey, Dan. Pricey, but definitely a bucket list event to go to for sure. Even though I'm one of the people that complain about it and say I don't think they should race there anymore. It's too precarious and never really that exciting.
I wonder what the exchange rate in Spain is. If that was more like 5,000. I don't know.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, Bunny. I think the Eurythmics and her solo stuff is pretty good music, but I don't think she is a top 10 singer in the world.
You just don't. It surprised me to see her, and her name came up first as number 10. And then there was Madonna wasn't in there, of course, but you know she can't sing either. She can sell music. She can sell like hell, but she can't sing.
Hmm.
And I like her. But of course there was Streisand. There was
Aretha, she'd have to be in there.
she was in there, and
How
so
far did they
was,
go back? Billie
well,
Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald. No, Ella probably didn't.
Ella was in there. You must be looking at the list.
No, I'm just guessing who.
Ella was in there.
Legend singers.
Who's the one that's sick now? Nobody. Oh, she's got that stiff something syndrome. She was like number 4 ahead of Streisand being number 6.
What about Dolly? Did Dolly make it?
No, Dolly can't sing either.
Fantastic songwriter, they.
Yeah, she's made a fortune. A lot of people record her songs too. A lot of them.
Harper Valley PTA.
Who's the one with the long hair that was in Vegas for like the last 20 years? And
Celine Dion.
yeah, she was in there. She can sing.
Good day, Jeff. I mean, yeah, as terrible as her music is, she's a very, very talented singer. What about Mariah Carey? She's also, you know, has some terrible songs, but she's a brilliant singer.
Oh, Whitney Houston was number 1. That made me finally remember. Mariah might have been in there, but Whitney was in there. She was number 1. I'm like, nope, not even. She's got a great voice, but number 1 overall.
Whitney they call Whitney number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. She's definitely a very talented singer, but.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Hello, Linda. How are you? Welcome.
Just a bunch of people coming in. Linda, hello. Jeff Kane, hi. BJ, hello.
Yeah, didn't Mariah Carey had some legal case where she wanted to trademark something about Christmas and her name. She wanted to be the diva of Christmas or something, but yeah, she didn't win in court. I'm really loose with the facts on that story, but it's out there.
It was the Santa song that Eartha Kitt recorded like in the 50s. I think it was that song. Santa Baby. Was that the one?
Yeah, I think that was her biggest one off that Christmas record.
But she didn't write it, and neither did Eartha Kitt. But Eartha Kitt said, oh, hell no, I did that better and 50 years ago. I don't know who the lawsuit was with. That I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit early to be a Burt Bacharach song, wasn't it?
Very well. Could be. He wrote a lot of songs back then for specific singers, like Whitney's aunt. That's who I grew up listening to. Whatever her aunt's name was. She had every other song on the radio back in the day. So, no. Dionne Warwick. Yep. Range-wise. Oh, Karen Carpenter was in that list too. She was in the top 10 list, whoever's list this was. She sure was. And I had to think about that, and then I agreed with it. I was surprised when I saw Karen Carpenter that She's still alive. What's her name? Linda Ronstadt. She's underrated all the time.
Yeah, big time. I love her voice.
She's not the best in the world, but she can sing.
Mm.
Definitely.
And who's that? Who's the other one like Linda Ronstadt who did? She did a James Bond theme song. Or was it Linda Ronstadt?
One of them did Diamonds Are Forever.
Sheena Easton, that's who I was thinking of.
She has a decent voice. You just don't. I'm not sure what happened with her. She got blackballed or something. She just went away.
It's on the website.
Well, I reckon I've got one that does that, Jeff. My big gibbo. He loves to splash out the tank. I'll be back in a tick. Must be a lunch call.
Pam, have you ever been blackballed?
Ever been what?
Blackballed.
Blackballed?
Yeah.
Like banned?
Well, just shunned for some unfair thing.
I don't know. Probably at one time or another.
I can think of one time when those people wouldn't let you be in that art show. Bastards. I got blackballed once, but I can't talk about it on here. You Ted told me no more. Don't bring that up. They did not list Julie Andrews, BJ.
Okay, I'm going to hold up my drawing again and see if anybody can tell what it is yet.
It's a piece of bubble gum somebody stepped on and wiped it off in the grass
Is that what it is?
and threw the wrapper down beside it.
Yeah, I guess it's not done yet though, so I hate showing off drawings that aren't done yet, but I can show you pictures just this one time. Maybe you guys can figure it out.
Well, it don't look like you painted anything on it since.
Yeah, well, I've been drawing it in. See, there's
Oh.
the bottom fish right there, and there's the second fish right there, and the top fish is right there.
Yeah, see, I'm not that kind of artist.
It's just plants all around it.
I don't have to draw lines in my art. It just flows. You know it?
No, actually, they're pearl scale goldfish.
Pearl scale. Bottoms.
No, there's no turtles. They're just all fish. See, that's why I don't like to show stuff that's not done yet.
What did somebody guess? Turtles?
Butterfly
Butterfly.
corn.
Anyway,
No.
there it is.
It's pearl scale goldfish butts.
Venus fish trap.
Butts.
Penguin.
Because, you know, I need to do fish butts eventually.
Crown tail half moon. Coro's getting warmer and warmer. Fat bottom girls. Make the rockin' world go round. That's the truth. I never heard it. I was seeing an old clip of a Murphy Brown show. Do you remember that? Pam. Oh God, did she die? I guess so. What are you drinking tonight, Pam?
Nothing. Drinking nothing.
The tears of your enemies.
I was gonna drink coffee, but I don't have any creamer, and
I
I
can't
don't
drink
really
coffee.
like it black that well, so I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna have a coffee.
I
I
can't
could
do
still
that
drink
either.
it black, but I prefer it with creamer in it.
Well, you need to get you some instant creamer for emergencies.
No,
I had some, but I threw it out. It was like 7 years out of date.
I like Murphy Brown too. That was a good show. Pam is drinking the tears of her enemies. That's right.
This damn brush, I lost a bristle in the paint and it dried over it. Can you believe that? I heard that. Pam, have you ever heard the expression when you're a kid, you better straighten up and fly right?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I have too. It usually didn't stave off a beating, though. It's by then it was too late. Welcome back, Blacky.
Thanks.
It's all over but the beating by then. Hmm.
Rain didn't last long. It's already gone.
Did you finish the drawing you showed the other night, Dr. Black?
No. I hit a bit of a wall with it that day. I think I sat staring at it that night for quite a while without putting any more pen to paper. G'day, Aqua Gardens then. How's it going?
Hey, Rick. On all the saltwater tanks. Well, good. Sit down and take a break and come up on the panel and talk to Pam because she won't talk to us.
Yeah, I was thinking
All
one
right.
thing I might mess around with is some white pen. See if I can get the white pen working in the orange areas at the back.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Well, it was Sarah's idea basically because she said when she was doing the coloured section for me, she wanted to do the white pencil, but the white pencil wasn't actually working on the other colours. So I'll have a go with my white pen and see if I can get that to work to get some little highlights in the colours.
Cool. That's the wrong damn color. What is burnt umber? That must be brown.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's a yellowy brown,
Yep.
orangey yellowy brown.
That ain't the one I wanted. I wanted a purplish.
The puce.
That's what I wanted. A deep violet. That's what I wanted.
I think puce is a purpley brown, isn't it, Pam? I could just be
Puce?
spitting. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think it's like a reddish brown color.
It's like a light violet. It's kind of like a blah color. I remember once on the Golden Girls, the Golden Girls, they were talking about the mood they were in, and somebody said magenta, and it's just rose, or one of them said, no, it's not that, and not blue, and Blanche said, puce. That's the mood you're in. Puce. I had some puce drapes
Well,
one
puce
time.
is kind of pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's certainly pinker than I thought it was.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I've always heard it described as purpley brown, but it certainly looks more pinky than even brown.
It's not a very pretty color. But, by itself. I don't think.
Maybe just stick your hand in, Jeff, and see if he tries to eat you alive.
Did y'all see Tony Bennett died?
Didn't. No.
What?
Tony Bennett died yesterday, maybe?
You must have been getting up there in years.
Yeah, mega.
93, I think it said.
Oh, he had a decent run then, isn't it?
He recorded on that album with Gaga in 91. I think that was the last time. That was Radio City. They were showing things about it, of course. He could sing now. Once upon a time. Start spreading your legs. I used to sing shit like that in high school. I'm heaving today. I wanna be a part of you. Ho,
Love for Sale, second collaborative album by Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga, released September 30, 2021. Only 2 years before his death, eh?
Oh, I do remember the Red Green Show.
What was the one? He had a lot of big hits in the day. I Left My Heart in San Francisco. Yeah. when that was popular, there used to be a parrot, like an Amazon parrot, that made all the late show rounds. I think when I was a teenager. You remember that, Pam? And it would sing "I Left My Heart in San Francisco." And everybody would get real quiet because it would be like, "I left my heart," and then it would be like 4 beats, and it would say, "In San Francisco." It's funny as hell. And this is like on Johnny Carson and stuff. Late night TV.
21st of July, he died.
I don't even know what today is. The 24th.
25th for you.
I remember sharing it onto my Facebook page.
Cash Cat wants to know what you're drinking tonight, Bob.
I'm drinking some nasty ass coffee. It's got too much cream in it and it's bitter. And it's cold.
So you're drinking too much cream, and I'm not drinking coffee because I have it.
That's it. And you see it makes you
Something seems to be wrong with this picture.
Makes you impersonate parents. And not very well.
Bennett also had success as a painter, done under his real name of Anthony Benedetto, or just Benedetto.
Imagine his stuff's worth some stuff. Who was the guy?
More now.
There was a guy that's still alive. He's in his 80s. He lives in Florida. And he had all of these songs like back in the 60s and 70s. And he's one that wrote a lot of songs too for people. Bobby Goldsboro. Is that a name? Yeah.
Bobby who?
Bobby Goldsboro. And he paints now, and he gets, $10,000 for an oil and stuff. He's not very good compared to Pam, but watching Bobby grow was he had all of these songs that were hits, like when I was a teenager and young adult. And apparently he was racking up some money.
All Summers, Tony Bennett.
His first big hit was Summer the First Time. And it's about a 16-year-old boy, him, and a 30-something-year-old woman. And they go to the beach together, and it's the first time. It was really racy considered for back then. That's how I started reading about him. It's a real long song.
I googled up Bobby Goldsboro, and my Wigdar has just gone off.
See there? It's the, what do they call it? That kills all the personalities and impersonates them then. It's them.
The witch?
No, the ones that run everything, all the money in the world, and
the Illuminati.
That's them. I guess I'll be in their radar now.
Oh, what's the other one? Black something. Black Rock. Oh, they claim to be one of the big parts of the Illuminati. Anyway, I don't really know.
I haven't heard of them. Now you're going to disappear. Oh, wow.
Mojo, hello.
Mojo, hey.
Trash Cat said, Pam, how are you feeling? Be honest, because you're acting like a bee.
I feel like sometimes I'm better at some things.
She didn't
My
say
feet
the
just
last
will
one.
not quit swelling, so that's not good. But some things I feel better at, like I'm sure this is just going to be boring everybody to tears, but for a while I was like getting like really dizzy, and my, like, what do you call it when your balance is off?
Vertigo.
Vertigo. Yeah, I was getting a lot of vertigo, and like when I'd lay in bed at night, it just felt like someone went wham on my head and the room would start spinning. But that seems to be gone. It's going away. So that's a good thing,
Yep.
right?
Did you have any crackling in your ears?
Huh?
Any crackling sounds in your ears? No, seriously,
No
that's one of
crackling
the
sound in my ears, no.
the symptoms of proper vertigo, when the crystals in your ear canals are
Oh,
doing
yeah,
all the
yeah.
wrong stuff.
No, I just, like, I was having, like, trouble balancing and stuff, and then I was getting, like, especially when I'd lay down in bed, like, the room would just start going, like, double vision and up and down and stuff. And it just kind of hit me really hard and then go away. But that's been really good for a while now. That seems to be going away.
I was laughing about her saying when you said you have any crystals.
The only problems I've been having here lately is my feet just will not quit swelling. And I have IBM issues.
IBS.
IBS, yes, IBS issues. Once in a while, so more often than I would like. But that, I think, is because my gallbladder was removed, and digestive system is just fucked up because of that. So
I begged you not to volunteer that.
in some ways, I'm a lot better because, like I say, the issue with me getting really dizzy is I haven't felt that for like over a month now. So that is good.
Yeah, what you say about the crystals.
I have blurry eyes, but that's definitely blurry, itchy eyes is definitely allergies. And I think it's I seem to notice it getting worse when the neighbors mow their lawns and stuff. It gets worse, so I think it's the pollen and shit outside.
You are right about the crystals, though. When I had vertigo a year or two ago, it was in the summer. When I would lay down in the bed, it would be like, holy hell! It would be like being in a whirlpool on a mattress or something, and sitting up. Yeah. Well, I had to go to the doctor for that.
But like it was hard. It's hard to describe the feeling that would hit my head before it would hit me. It was like wham on in my head, inside my head, and then everything in the room would just start going up and down. Yeah.
Well, they did something. I don't remember what. The PT people ruled out the crystals stuff. So that's how I knew. I'd never heard of that before, but some maneuvers they did. Does that sound right, Blacky? Or am I imagining that?
What did you say again?
When I had vertigo, they ruled out that it was caused by crystals. They had me do some maneuvers. The physical therapy people.
Yeah. They can do certain things to try and knock them back around and stuff. But yeah, my mum suffered terribly with it for about a year, and she had this horrendous attack of it when they were away from here. They were visiting family up north, and she ended up spending 3 or 4 days in a hospital a long way away from home, and she came out of it deaf in one ear because of the damage, I guess, that the crystals and stuff were doing. But no one's still to this day has been able to explain how she lost the hearing in that ear. And we tried 4 or 5 different types of hearing aids to get her hearing back in that ear, and none of them worked.
That's kind of scary.
So now she's just got to deal with one ear, and I suppose a little bit less spatial awareness, because having 2 ears kind of helped with that.
My mom had she got an ear infection and couldn't keep her balance for a while, and they had to like medicate it and stuff. But the specialist that she went to, what happened, and I've remembered this ever since. It was caused by another doctor, a regular doctor, cleaning her ears out with water. It caused like an ear infection, and the specialist that she ended up going to for it said, "You never, ever, ever let anybody clean your ears out with water, like flush them out." It's
Yeah,
just,
you use a matchstick like a normal person.
that's right. Yep.
I use a key.
Well, they say never stick anything smaller than your elbow in your ear.
What I don't understand is on Q-tips it says don't stick them in your ear. Well, what the hell else would you use them for?
Yeah, well, I'm a little bit religious with the Q-tip in the ear after every shower.
Mm-hmm. And little peroxide sometimes on it too. Yeah. But what other orifice?
To learn to pick up the pencils off the floor for me.
What I do miss now being a daily ear cleaner is I miss that satisfaction of that one time when you clean your ear and you pull out the end of the swab and it's got some nice gooey orange shit on it. I always found that quite satisfying, but now I don't have the patience to wait those few days to get the thrill.
Right. I think I mentioned on here before one of the first things I noticed about when I moved to New York in my early 20s, so way back in the early 80s, last century, is like within 24 hours your boogers turn black.
Well, yeah.
All the pollution, yep, coming from Tennessee to there was quite the snot revelation. And they stay black.
Yeah, I get that after 10 minutes of cleaning my bedroom. Although I vacuumed my room yesterday, all the bits that I could access. That was a massive, massive achievement for me.
The Epley maneuver. Okay, thanks, Linda. And TJ had 2 brain surgeries that started from vertigo. Pam, you better get in and get a scan.
Yeah, once we worked out that hearing aids and stuff weren't working to bring my mum's hearing back, they were talking about doing a cochlear implant. But once you're sort of over 80, the risk of surgery often outweighs the potential benefits that you get from having the surgery done. So I think she's just become accustomed to only having one ear. I know that they say it's very dangerous and can cause hearing loss, but sometimes when you've got an itch deep in your ear and you just hit it with that cotton swab, it's like when you scratch a dog in the right spot and they tap their foot on the ground.
Yeah,
those itches feel
I totally
that
agree with that, but they say you aren't supposed to do that ever. But what do they know?
When I use a Q-tip, I always measure how much and don't push it past that. I don't want to go down in there. That's uncomfortable, but just where the good stuff is, that sweet spot.
A couple of times I have scraped my tympanic membrane and come out with blood on the thing, and that stings and it hurts like a bitch. But yes, I'm a lot more cautious these days. I don't try and go as deep as I can. TJ also had CFS leaking into my brain, causing herniations, and it would leak out of my ear. It's all related. Crikey. Oh, bobby pin. Yeah, I've used a bobby pin before, BJ. They work beautifully on itches.
That's what my mother used to do to us when we were kids. She'd use her bobby pin to clean her ears.
Huawei says, I use the shower head on the jet setting to clean my ears.
It's a homemade irrigation.
I'd assume Huawei uses the same thing to flush his sinuses out. Oh, when's Trash Cat's birthday? Happy birthday, Trash Cat, for whenever it is or was or will be. Tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, your birthday's tomorrow. Is that your time? Should be right now, shouldn't it? Is it 12:30? Are you in Eastern time or are you the next one over?
Well, it's already her birthday here.
Yeah.
It's a happy birthday from the future, Trash Cat.
Yes, happy birthday.
I'm almost inspired to sing another little ditty for her. Broke out another little ditty.
Go well, Mike. G'day, Vic.
Hey, Vic.
Okay.
Nobody mind me. I'm just working on drawing up a butt.
That's a shocker.
I know I never do butts.
Change is as good as a holiday. Happy welcome to Earth Day. No, that's not how it goes, is it? Happy birthday to you. Happy welcome to Earth Day to you. It's not copyrighted anymore. We can all use it for free.
I like the version, the Happy Birthday, Mr. President.
Marilyn Monroe.
We got it.
Do you know the trivia with her centerfold? She said she left something on for her for her centerfold photo shoot. What was it?
Chanel number 5.
Nope.
That's what she said she sleeps in. Pam, you're old. You probably heard.
Don't know.
She left the radio on.
Ah. It was before television had taken off, I guess. And
Yeah, 58, I think it might have been that she did Playboy. 58, is it that old?
And no, and a middle-aged Tony Bennett was singing a new song called "I Left My Heart in San Francisco" on the radio. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Huawei knew it. The radio.
I'm dying to stick this paintbrush thing down my ear and scratch it now. Since we said all that. So that girl, I don't know how much went on, that said she stopped to get a toddler off the interstate and then got abducted over here in Alabama by where Patrick lives. Now she says that she made it all up. She got back home safely in 2 days. So her butt's facing charges for that.
Who was it before that said they'd finished their fish tank jobs? Bunny, I think.
One of them was Rick.
Yeah, Rick had just done his salt water changes and whatnot.
That's it. Oh, that's right. You're right.
Huawei says they searched her computer and it was full of incriminating searches like false reporting of an Amber Alert.
In the movie Taken, there's another one. Her mother's a realtor, and all of these nice homes are on the market just around the block, so shit's about to get deep.
What's it called when you steal your bike back from a thief?
Oh, recycling, I'm guessing. G'day, Derek. How's it going?
Derek?
I got it right.
I cut you off the other day when you came up, Derek, so I'm going to throw the link for you in chat if you want to come up and say hi. The other day you came up and within 5 minutes I was shutting the stream down, so.
That was rude, too. So what was the answer? Was it recycling?
Twas.
Recycling, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Derek says he's got better internet now too, because I think he was on a bit of a delay to us the other day.
Right.
Yeah.
hell is he then? Maybe it's not so good after all.
Pardon me. Vic is going again. My wife asked me why I call her 12.
Time to ignore that, Blacky. Don't encourage him.
But now I got to know. I just got to know. Doesn't cook, doesn't clean. I'm guessing that's why you ignored it, because you knew the punch. My time, TJ, is 2:33 p.m. on the 26th of July. And here's Derek. Hey, dude.
Hey. What's up?
How do you do?
Good.
Cheers, bro. What have you been up to?
Not much. Just went to work this morning. That's about it.
What you doing for work these days?
Oh, I'm assistant manager now, so I'm in charge of opening and closing the store.
Fun stuff.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Hey, there's a new setting in the StreamYard audio settings where you can cancel out your background noise. It can be quite helpful. Works very, very well for all pans background noise. Which seems to create a lot of it.
What's that under?
Settings, audio, background noise cancelling or something. I'll have to check the actual words. Reduce mic background noise. Hey, they spelled it the same way I spell mine. Maybe if you click it, it only reduces my background noise.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's a good one.
I don't see that, but I have active cancellation on. I mean,
it should be directly below that. You on your mobile telecommunications device on an app on a stream?
Yeah, I'm on my cell phone.
You're right.
Oh, I'm on my cell phone.
Well, I'm on mine and it's on mine.
Am I active?
Is StreamYard an app on the telephone, or is it you just do it through the web?
You just do it through the web browser. I got Chrome on mine.
Yeah, that's what I use.
There's no app for StreamYard as far as I know of.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just wasn't sure whether if there was, it might have needed an update or something.
Hey, Pam.
Hello. Oh, that was my phone that just fell.
Shit, let's see. There we go.
Percent charge, so you can unplug it.
The right coast Where are you at, BJ? I never remember where everyone's at. There's too many people to remember.
Hey, BJ.
I'm guessing Raleigh, North Carolina. Or is Raleigh South Carolina? No, Raleigh's North Carolina, isn't it? It's the capital.
Raleigh is North Carolina, I believe. So I heard it in a song once.
This you didn't take to the song? Like you never listened to it again after that one time?
I don't remember listening to it.
I bet that's one of Dolly's songs. Appalachia. Appalachia.
Okay. All right. Seems to be working. I'm testing out a new internet service provider at the moment. It seems to be doing well so far.
Ooh.
Would you go with Elon's Starlink?
No, it's something called Blazing Hog.
Blazing Hog.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a
It
craft
works off
beer.
roll. Yeah. It supposedly
Really
works off the
creative
nearby
with the
cell
brand
phone towers.
BJ's asking if you're in her time zone, Bob. She's in Virginia, beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia.
Eastern time or Central?
Nice.
I'm in Eastern. Tennessee's got Eastern and Central.
I'm guessing she's Eastern. And hey, TJ's on Central Standard Time.
I can't remember if Virginia is on Eastern or Western, or not West. No, it'd be on Eastern then.
But I think we can all agree I'm the furthest in the future.
I'd say so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all Australians are always a day ahead of us.
That's how we make up for being so backward, you know.
Ah, yeah.
I don't understand how you don't have the lottery numbers and shit.
It's wild,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Probably some government conspiracy to keep them off the internet or something.
We've got a 60 million Powerball that I wouldn't mind the numbers to tomorrow night.
There you go.
No, like what did
You
you
can do a lot
you
with
guys
that
had
money.
$1 billion one or something recently, didn't you?
I think, yeah, it got up to, I think, like, it got up to a large amount. I know that. I can't remember what the amount was.
There was
The last big one I noticed it got up to over $1 billion.
And was that the
Yeah,
one
it was like
where they
over.
all these news stories of this woman trying to claim that she was the one who won it? And I don't know, it was a really weird news story because she was running around saying she'd won, and
Oh yeah, I saw that, but she didn't.
she was going into the shop where she bought the ticket from, thinking that they could, you know, pay her out the check of the ridiculous amount of money it was straight away, like she'd just scratched off a scratch lotto ticket.
Yes, $1 billion, please.
Surely you float that in your till.
That reminds me
Yeah.
of another Butch story. My cousin Butch, he worked night shift, and I did not. I think I worked 3 to 11. But he comes in one morning and says, "Wake up, wake up! I've got the lottery tickets. I've got the winning lottery ticket." And I said, "Leave, fuck off, whatever." I was probably just in bed, and he kept on, and I got up and looked, and he did have the winning numbers, but what they had given him was a printout of the winning numbers. I'm like, what a moron. You woke me up for nothing. Nothing, damn it.
Solid comedy.
I remember when they did the very first lottery in Oregon, very first Oregon lottery, and this guy across the river in Dallasport. I was living in Dallas, and he was in Dallasport, just on the western side of the river. Yeah, this old guy won it. So of course they had to interview him because he won $1 million, and it was the first lottery winner in Oregon. And I was watching the news when they interviewed him, and they asked this old guy what he was going to do with this $1 million. And he was kind of sitting in a rocking chair on his porch, chewing on a piece of straw. And he said, "Well, I guess I'll just keep farming till it's all gone."
Was that political commentary about the state of farming at the time?
Yeah.
And this says you lived in the Columbus River Gorge, Pam.
Columbia River Gorge.
Columbia River Gorge.
Interesting.
The Columbia River is big. It's a big river.
I think all the time zones are a bit weird.
What's a bit weird?
All the time zones in the world. You think we could just rotate on one?
Yeah. Could be a lot of change for people. Russia's got like 11 different time zones. Do you know that the most sensible country on the planet, of the very large countries, China, they reduced their time zones to just one.
Interesting.
But in the sections of Russia that are north of China, I think there's like 2 or 3 different time zones, but China didn't want to mess around with it, so they just stuck with one.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
What can I call my time zone? My time zone is, we're very slack with our names, Huawei. They're exactly the same names as yours, really. I'm on Eastern Standard Time. Which is abbreviated to EST. And then when it's daylight savings, for some reason they add an A at the start and call it AEDT. Australian.
So you don't have like Dingo Standard Time and Wallaby Standard Time and
no, they haven't applied.
Yowie Standard Time.
They missed the boat there, I think. Make it easier for kids to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on what time of year it is, we can have up to 5 time zones, I think. Maybe it's even 6 in Australia. Because some of our one of our eastern states doesn't do daylight savings. One of our western states doesn't do daylight savings. South Australia is half an hour behind, or an hour and a half behind in daylight savings time.
There's a few states here that don't do daylight savings time.
I think you got 2 in the States, don't you?
No one is Arizona.
Arizona and Hawaii don't do daylight savings time.
Ah, okay. That's right. Hawaii. That makes sense for them.
Yeah, they're already way in the future from the rest of America, so why do they need to knock it back an hour? Or
Yeah.
forward, whichever this may be.
Floyd wouldn't even entertain the thought of coming with me till I said Huawei. And
BJ, right now I'm still in Texas.
Do all of your exes live there as well?
Thankfully not.
We have a town in Queensland called Texas.
Really?
It's about 3.5 hours northwest of here. Lol, Dan, you picked his numbers for him, did you? Hope you got a cut. Dan said in the 80s, I used to take the subway to school. The subway attendant was a nice guy and he gave me $5 to play the lottery. The next day in the news, he had won a $3 million lottery. But do you mean that he was giving you the $5 to go and collect his ticket, or just to go and get your own ticket? And how do they let school kids play the lottery? You've got to be 18 to do it here.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was the 80s, so.
Yeah, different times, I suppose.
They could buy cigarettes then.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we could go and buy cigarettes at 11 or 12 back in the day and say, oh, my mum just asked me to come and get her smokes for her.
Yeah, it used to be you only had to be 18 to buy cigarettes. Now you got to be 21.
I've seen that change back and forth several times in Tennessee.
Yeah, when they first introduced age restrictions here, it was 16, but then they upped it to 18 to coincide with the drinking age. So it's been 18 for a long time now.
So the drinking age there is only 18?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 21 here.
It was 18 when I was 18.
I was like, get to be of age. It varied state by state because
Yeah.
it was 21 in Oregon, and I used to do the occasional alcohol run to Idaho because the drinking age was 19 in Idaho, so I could buy it there.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd jump in my car and do a little alcohol run.
TJ says Indiana doesn't have daylight savings either.
But I think it's pretty well everywhere now. It's 21.
Hello.
I think Canada was looking to get rid of daylight savings time.
I wish we
Yeah,
could.
I don't see the point of it, really.
Me neither. Just
But
pick a
it's
time.
like,
pick a time set and go with it.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like religion and politics these days. Daylight savings. It's not exactly something you bring up around a dinner party table because people have got vastly differing opinions upon it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Man, it was great as a kid, staying out till 8 or 9 o'clock at night while the sun was still up.
You flew
I mean,
into
I'm just
school.
wondering if it actually happens, or if we've just been conditioned for all these years to believe that it actually happens.
Is there daylight savings time in Alaska? Because that seems like that would be kind of silly because they have, like times when there's daylight for like only dark for like an hour and then it's daylight again.
I don't think they would have daylight savings time.
Wouldn't think they'd need it up there, but I don't know. That's what I was curious.
How's that sushi going, Pam?
It's going.
Is your voting age 18 or 21 in America as well?
Shit, I don't know.
I'm ashamed to say that I'm not sure.
What is it, Pam?
I don't know.
I think it's 21. But yeah, it is.
What?
Because people complain about kids having to go off to war at 18 and get killed. And they're not allowed to vote about stuff.
Yes, people in the chat are saying 18 is your voting age.
Yeah, I hear the Army. Yeah, as far as I know, it's 18.
They've been talking for a few years now down here about dropping the voting age to 16. But
What the
yeah,
hell?
I'm not sure if humans are some kids at 16 are certainly very politically developed and sensible enough, but I'm not 100% certain. All
Yeah, it does
16
seem a
year
little
olds.
bit young to me.
And you can drive around in a machine, 2,000-pound machine when you're 16.
Hmm.
You can
18
vote.
since
You can vote
1974.
at 18.
None of it makes any freaking sense.
That was
I
a good
remember
year,
when
that
I
1974.
registered to vote, I actually had to sign up for the draft.
Got you twofold.
Yeah. Which that they'll probably never
That's it
use
so
again.
far.
I mean, oh, that was back in Mississippi, so. I mean, yeah, 16 is a little young to be going off to war. I mean,
Yeah, well, still 18 years to go to war. You can't go to war younger than that.
that's good. Oh.
There's certainly a certain argument that you could say that there's a hell of a lot of humans that are probably not ready for responsible decision making even at 18.
Yeah, that's a safe assumption.
Because yeah, like what Huawei says, I could probably say the same about myself.
What did my wife say?
He was a friggin' idiot when he was 18. I was doing some pretty stupid stuff too.
Same.
But I was younger than 18 when I first left home, so I had to learn somehow how the world is supposed to treat you.
There he is. The bathroom light was off, huh? Yeah, I turned the
Oh,
light
that's
off.
That's true too, Bunny. During the World Wars, things were different. They needed every warm body they could get. Absolutely. And they were
Yeah,
keener back then
I mean-
as well. You know, you get 16 and 17-year-olds saying they were 19 and whatnot.
Yeah.
I
Just
mean,
to get some-
the likelihood of them using the draft ever again, I don't see it happening unless something totally wrong. Something goes totally wrong.
Yeah. There'd be way too much kickback these days.
Because there's like the United States Army is huge now. So
Good job. You can get it.
mm,
Did you hear the bird? Hear the bird? Say hello. What you doing, Pam?
I mean, I certainly didn't. I didn't know what I was doing at 18.
I didn't, but I thought I did.
I mean, on brighter notes, I took in a new kitten. So,
Oh, nice.
Ah,
mm-hmm.
one year.
I hope you
Yeah,
don't
as
mean
a
you
coworker of mine had a what?
I said, I hope you don't mean you ate one by taking it in.
Oh, no, no. No, my coworker had this kitten that was sticking around his house because the mama had pushed her away. So he was looking for a good home for it, so I decided to take it in.
What sort of cat? Anything particular? Or just a street cat?
She's just a stray cat. She's a long haired variety. I've named it Stormy. It looks like a storm cloud.
Stormy.
Stormy. See, I can. Nope, that is the wrong one.
Bloody buttons, Derek. Watch out.
Nope. There we go. Settings.
Hello.
I found something that made me chuckle, so I'm going to share it.
Hmm.
But I just saw something that made me laugh, so I'm going to share it. What? What is your problem?
Okay.
Do you still have that cat you used to have, Derek, a couple years ago?
She's still where she is. My dad and
Okay.
my stepmom are taking care of it.
Yeah.
There we go.
I was drinking a beer
There she
and the bartender.
Oh, cute. I'd call it Firecat. Looks like it's been set on fire.
That's the lighting. I don't know why.
Yeah, right.
Oh, look at the kitty.
She's an orange tabby.
Mhm.
Really orange.
No, she's actually gray. That's the lighting in here.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yellow light
Yeah.
turns grey orange.
Yawns.
Yeah,
Oh, don't you just want to pick it up by its feet and swing it around? Its legs look so much longer than they should be, but I guess that's also angle. It's cute though.
Yeah. She's about, say, probably like, I think 6 to 8 weeks, the vet said.
Oh, there we've got its natural color coming through there. Okay, we're on one spot where it actually, there it goes. It's lost its orange and became grey. Oh, it hates you. Look at it, hates you so.
How would you caption that?
How would you what? Caption it?
Caption that, yeah. You don't know? Paint me like one of your French models.
I got to say though, a cat in that orange color would look pretty impressive.
Oh yeah,
that was some severe orange.
Oh, Trash Cat says, stay away from those ginger kitties.
Like, it's something like, I think 80 or 90% of orange cats are male.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. I think it's even higher. It's in the high 90s.
And similar for calicos being female.
Oh, calicos. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder, has anyone, you know how they say that ginger humans have a higher pain threshold than other people? I wonder if ginger cats have a higher pain threshold than humans. Can someone work out a way to facilitate this experimentation without getting in trouble with animal activist organisation?
I don't think so. Oh, yeah. They hate us. They don't like us, but they tolerate us, basically. They tolerate us for food.
To know what's good for them.
Yep.
That's it. Room service. When I go in the cat room at the Ark with my scooper and bucket, they're all like, what the hell? They want their canned food treats. They're all screaming.
The only cases where male calico or female orange cat are born are chromosome and or chimerism cases.
Chromosomal or chimerism?
I had a little male calico kitten in one of my litters one time, and we were going to keep him, and son of a bitch, someone would steal him. He was a male calico, like the spotted calico. He was a male spotted calico. But yeah, someone stole him.
They're pretty valuable.
Oh.
People collect them. Or they
That's
did.
too bad.
I know. To breed them and just to have them.
That's my sister's husband. He's a gender. He's got red hair, and he says he needs like for them just to knock him out.
He's a what?
No, red. He's got that red hair gene, so he has that high.
I thought you said he's a general, and I was like, holy shit.
Oh, no.
The ginger.
Bad.
Bills will be ringing. Huh? Well,
Male
this
calico
one,
cat for what's the fortune?
I
This
wasn't
thing
eating
is-
anything funny. I was feeding some old chicken to one of my magpies. I'm trying to make it incredibly quiet and friendly. I can get it to eat out of my hand, but I can't get it to come and sit with me in front of the camera.
what do
is
your
my goal.
magpies look like?
Black and white.
What I thought.
Hang on.
Cajun turkey and baby butter Swiss sandwich. That sounds pretty good.
Sounds real good.
Our magpies are very interesting in that they have regional colorings. So a magpie from 1,000 kilometers away can look considerably different to
Interesting.
one here. Trying to find the closest looking one to my one. But yeah, then very, very gnarly for swooping in the springtime and attacking cyclists and whatnot. But being that they are very intelligent birds, if you befriend them, they won't swoop you. They won't consider you a threat. And apparently they can remember 150 to 200 different human faces.
That's the way crows are.
Yeah. I get crows and Australian ravens here as well, and I'd love to befriend an Australian raven, but most people around here hate crows and ravens, so I think most of them around here are very wary, and the only chance I'd have of befriending one is stealing one out of a nest.
I've got a sleepy bird.
Yeah.
So, send the bird word.
Yeah.
I was taking a
that's a
break
shame
when
to-
I was working at a grocery store in Portland. When I was living in Portland, and I was taking a break outside having a cigarette, and this raven flew down and landed right in front of me, and then walked over and climbed up on my feet and like made himself all comfortable sitting on my feet.
Wow.
Like, what the hell? You know? He didn't move until I went back into work either. He just sat on my feet watching people walk by.
Did you share a puff with him? He wanted to smoke.
That kind of looks like a cross between our crow and a magpie. It looks kind of similar to our magpies, slightly different colors, but
I think they are still in the crow family, or a spin-off from
it's
the crow
definitely a
family.
witch. Yeah, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
They're smart birds.
Yeah, I think it's the ravens. They can actually mimic human speech.
Yeah, I know the ones here, they say fuck a lot. And what? Coro says, Blacky, have you seen the magpie deterring helmet spines for cyclists? I've seen people use cable ties a lot in their bike helmets and things like that. But yeah, I think because they are very intelligent birds, one deterrent that gets used one spring might be completely useless the next time around. But yeah, every time spring happens in Australia, all of the social medias get completely flooded with videos of people getting attacked by magpies because they can be incredibly vicious. Thanks for hanging out, Dan. We'll see you next time, brother.
See you,
Night, Dan.
Yeah, magpies are the Australian ones have
Take
very,
care of
very
yourself,
beautiful
Dan.
singing.
They have what, Blacky?
Beautiful song. They're very, very nice singing bird. And there's another one that we get around here called a butcherbird, which also are absolutely lovely singers. Butcherbirds probably even more so than magpies.
What?
Much nicer than kookaburras. Corvids, that's the word I was thinking of, Bunny. Thank you.
One of my favorite bird songs from here in the States is the meadowlark. I used to listen to them all the time when I'd be out camping in the desert, arrowhead hunting. Get up in the morning and the meadowlarks would be singing away. They always make me think of camping when I hear them. Nostalgia, I guess.
Precious memories.
Do you get the yellow ones or the red ones, red and black? Which ones do you get, Pam?
Yellow.
The western meadowlark or the
Western meadowlark, yeah.
Eastern screech owls. Oh boy, those must be fun. PJ says we have an eastern screech owl that slams into my bedroom window trying to get to our budgies.
I guess owls aren't so wise after all.
No. Not the screeching ones, apparently.
Haven't learned the way of the glass yet.
Yes. Night, Jay.
See you, TJ. Thanks for hanging out.
I can't even mess this up to make it look better. I tried and I can't.
Can't mess it up to make it look better.
No, can't go over it and try 2 or 3 other things. So this is probably the most amateurish one I've done, but I did learn some things. One of them being that latex is not like watercolor, so don't try to go back and do it. You can dry brush it, but you can't thin it out very well.
You can chalk it up as a learning experience then.
Right. Yeah. Even my tree stuff on this one. All right.
Give us a look then.
Pam, will you blow me up? Because I'm just going to show it once. She's on that OnlyFans. You can't get her out there. I shan't ask her thrice.
Okay.
There, you talk to Blacky. See, what are you doing? What the hell's up?
Hello there. Hello there. Hi there. Hello. Hello. Floyd, what's going on?
Yeah. He's chatting me up. Or you up. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we lost Eric.
That dead Wi-Fi.
Here he comes.
Oh, well, what do you guys think? Should we call it a night?
Only after we get to see Bob's picture.
Have a good night, TJ. What'd you guys say?
Once you blow Bob up so we can see his picture.
Yes.
I want to see what you've gotten done too, Pam.
Okay. Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah,
It looks like a mess right now. I'll show myself first. It looks like a mess right now, but it's getting there. When I get it done, you guys will see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Nice.
you got a whole lot done. That's good.
That's what I got done.
Well, mine is horrible. I said it's probably the most amateurish one I've done. And I learned some things, but it shows that I was
That's what's
learning.
important, is if you learn. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh,
No.
Rob, I like it.
I screwed
That
up.
looks good.
Pretty darn good.
I screwed up. You see, the main thing that I screwed up is that I put the water
Higher than the
tower.
land.
Yeah, so I had to go down and grow some vines into it. That's the
Don't
main
you
thing.
just put some like darker colors in the high bits so they look like they're further away or something like that? Pam's probably best to input there.
Do what now?
Like, don't you make the higher sections of the water a little bit darker so they look further away?
Yeah. But at first, it wasn't even going to have water. It was just desert, and I'm like, that looks like crap.
I like the way you've got the reflections of the water, though.
That was just stippled on. That wasn't blue. So then I had to go back and brush over that again to put some reflection back. So it's a mess, but I learned a couple things. Mainly that it's not watercolor, so don't try it. That's what screwed up my clouds.
So this is the one you're painting in latex paint. So you're
Yeah.
learning different techniques as well all along.
Yeah, that's all I've ever done is latex. So.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it kept me busy.
Bunny Viper
that's
also
good.
says, "Oh, I don't know if you saw chat the other day. Thank you for my fox drawing. It was very kind of you, and I appreciate you very much. I love you. Thank you."
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I've only just started something in it a few minutes ago, so it's really gone nowhere yet. Just random scribbling for the minute.
Like how it looks.
Alright. Looks like a bird almost.
I think all of my stuff looks like something until it's something else.
Thank you, Blacky and Bob, and Eric for coming up with me. And thank you, Kat and Grasshopper for modding. And thank you, everybody, for coming in and showing us support.
Happy
Cool.
birthday, Trash Cat.
And happy birthday, Trash Cat.
Happy birthday, Trash Cat.
Get
And
him,
good night, everybody.
Thanks, Pam.
All right. Night, everybody.
Good night,
Thanks, Pam.
everybody.